Sorry, just making sure it all. Okay. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Hour Long Deluxe. I'm your host, Captain Quasar, and oh no, now the aliens can get me. Ah, fuck, there they are. But yes, welcome back. Today, we're not doing anything too spectacular. We're just gonna be going around looking up some Bigfoot footage, some UFO footage. Hello, Vidad. How you doing? Trying to fix my helmet here. There we go. Looking good, looking good. It'll probably fall off again, but hey. It's not like they're constantly transmitting. It's only temporary. Okay, we're gonna start. We're gonna start here. Oh, looking at the Sasquatch Chronicles. I was trying to find different websites that like host stuff about Bigfoot because I was really wondering. Because I find it odd, right, that there's so many sightings of Bigfoot and so many like. There's obviously a bunch of different types of cryptids, but there's not really like a lot of hosting sites, places to catalog and archive all the footage and all the news. So I've tried to find a little bit, and then I found some YouTube playlists that have even more footage and stuff that other people have tried to archive. And the reason that I'm mainly doing this is because of this video that came out. Yeah, this one.
This was posted by...
Yo, it's blowing my ears out. It was just too high for me.
E-Man580 on TikTok on October 1st, stating, scariest...
Is that not the Jack Link's costume, though?
E-Man580 on TikTok on October 1st.
It doesn't move its face at all. See, well, I'll only believe a real close-up foot like video like this if he goes like this. Does like a weird face, and then I'll go, oh, it's Bigfoot.
Stating, scariest moment of my life. And I really think I caught Bigfoot on camera in the forest. I was just doing some sightseeing, enjoying the day, and saw something in the distance.
Yes, but that's just like a semantical argument. The question of if UFOs are real would be if you, because it's like, no. A UFO might be something that's just considered unidentified, but I think for something to be classified as a UFO would have, like, for it to be like a real UFO would have to mean it's unidentifiable. So it'd be like something that we wouldn't be able to, like we couldn't explain its origin. You know how they find like a crashed rover or something, and they're like, oh, this is made from a material that's out of this world. That type of shit. So I do agree with you, and I'm sure that most sightings of UFOs are just drones and stuff. But, hey, if the military's that good, then there has to be some kind of alien civilization that's better than us. And the greatest argument I've heard for it is basically that if there is anything that is watching us or whatever, it might necessarily, like, it wouldn't necessarily be that they are only like just slightly ahead of us. You know what I mean? Like, if they have the ability to traverse space at like such great distances and such incredible speeds and times, I think that they'd probably have a better they would probably have a better control of the universe. And I forget what the term is, but there's like different types of control in our solar system or whatever, and Earth is only on like stage 2 or something, where we harness energy from the sun. But in a with the farthest that our civilization could go, we could theoretically harness the encapsulate the sun like put the sun inside of like a dome, you know, that harnesses all of its energy to have greater energy production. And it's all theoretical, but if it's plausible, then we would have to assume that any type of alien that can view us without us being able to view it would probably be to that level already, or at least close to it. UFPs, unidentified flying penises. ULPs. Because they changed the term. Now when I'm looking it up, because they changed the term to UAPs instead of UFOs. So now when I'm looking up ULP, it's not coming up. Have you seen my alien footage on my channel, on my YouTube video? Do you want me to show you, Vidad? My real UFO footage that I took personally? What does ULP stand for? Because I can't find it on here.
I'm still shaking as I type this. I've enlarged the original video by 400%.
Oh, unidentified light phenomena. Yeah, and I'm sure that is like a large majority of stuff here, Vidad. And you can just tell me, well, that's clearly just where is it? Oh my, here it is. Look. No, it got taken down. Stop here. Look, I'm part of the club. That was unplanned. Okay, I'll just get to my footage. Basically, I'll explain the story briefly. Me and my friend were walked from, I think it was, we left at 3 a.m. and we were trying to walk to a skate park that was like 7 miles away. A walk/skate. Part of it we had to walk through like a deserty area, and then part of it we were skating. But basically, during the night while we were walking, there was a point where we both like, well, first I saw what I would consider like a drone that was flying above the neighborhoods. So we were inside of a neighborhood, we're walking, and we see this drone flying around with like a green light. So I was thinking like, oh, it's a drone. And me and him are both watching it, and as this drone's flying around, it all of a sudden emits this green like blob of like energy, and then it was gone and we didn't see it anymore. And like, I can't really explain that at all. I don't have a video of that. If somebody could explain to me what that was, they're shooting off pulses at night from a drone, that would be pretty cool too. I'd like to see that in action. But that is what I saw. And then we're walking, we continue walking, and then we get to the point where it would be behind us. So we see it, so we're walking right. It is up to the right of us. We continue walking, end up turning left. So it would have been behind us, and me and him are walking. It is completely silent at night. Very dead. There's nothing happening. It's a neighborhood, very quiet neighborhood. We're walking, and then all of a sudden, me and him both turn around like we felt compelled. A very interesting, well, you have to, I don't have the video of that. I'm saying, to understand this video, you're just going to be like, that's probably just a dying star. So I'm trying to preface it by what we saw. Me and him both were compelled to flip around, turn around very quickly, and then we were both staring at the same star in the sky, while the sky was filled with stars. And it was this bright star that was brighter than all the rest of the stars. And yes, you could say that it was a dying star because it lasted until there were no stars in the sky. The sky was completely clear. And the star was there, and here's the part where it gets even crazier. So the star was there, and that's when I decided to take this video, because I go, it's still there. Shit, I need to take a video of this. Because I couldn't get one at night. Like, it wouldn't, like, you know, trying to take a video of the stars at night. But so I got this, and there's no other stars around. Not a single star in the sky, even on the side where it's still dark. But on the side where the sun comes up, there's the bright star that you could say is a dying star or whatever. But then, not even a few minutes later... Okay, I know. Oh, who's this handsome fellow? Oh, and maybe you were earlier in the skate park open, and with it was moving. So then we were waiting there for a minute. And then if it was a dying star, it would have lasted. We turned back and I go, where is it? And then I notice it's moving across the sky, and I got a video of this too. It's the sky. Because we were waiting there for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I'm watching it for a while. It's not doing anything. I turn away. We're skating in the little thing, and then I look back and it's gone, and I'm like, where'd it go? And then I see it. You can see. It's moving across. Use this as a reference.
That's moving.
Use the light post as a reference.
That's moving. That is definitely fucking moving.
And this video... So there you go. There's my UFO footage. I know, it's like everybody else's. It's garbage. But... like I'm saying, I saw something pretty crazy. So what would your explanation for this be? Because I'll completely accept that maybe we were being watched, or not watched, but maybe there was some government drone or something that they were using in the night sky that we just saw. But you have to admit, that's strange, right? And plus the unexplainable, honestly. The only thing that I've seen similar to it, which makes me wonder if this is what it was when SpaceX sound barrier, when they broke the sound barrier with the SpaceX this is a landing effect. Light. Oh, what the fuck? Why did it say sonic boom? Base X. Green light. Yeah, this. This is the closest thing that I could say
as
that it
the
looked
official
like, but
design and
literally
make
it was an
platform
instant.
of the
It was in
LA28
flat, it was in a
Olympic
second.
and Paralympic Games, Autodesk is striving to create a smarter, more sustainable Los Angeles, a city of the future. Autodesk.
Well, Vidad, that's kind of a cop-out to just say it's a shit video. I explained to you the circumstances around it. What's a clearer video going to show you? More of the drone, more of the whatever it is? You can't cop out with that. You got to give me something. Otherwise, it's aliens. It's real. Nah, but realistically, like I'm saying, I could believe that it's like a government drone or something, but the only part that I find extremely bizarre was it was like a flash like this. It was literally a pulse like this, where it had like a thin opacity where you could see through it still. But literally this drone's flying around and then blast of light and then it was gone. And this was like the only thing I've seen that was similar, but I saw it maybe I'm trying to remember when I talked about in the video when that happened to me. I think it was like 2017, I want to say, or 2018, something like that. So it was probably around this time, but like I'm saying, it's not like I saw this. I saw a drone flying around a neighborhood very clearly and then emit a blast like this. And then I could tell you another one that was kind of bizarre. I could tell you a few things I've seen. In the area that I'm in, there's definitely there's military bases, there's different things. So these could all just be military bases. But one thing I saw, and my friend saw this too, he saw it at a completely different, like, we weren't together. I was with my whole family. He was by himself, like down the street in the same neighborhood as me. And me and my family saw what looked like 3 stars hovering above each other. And one by one, they shot up into the air, like... Have you seen something similar to that? Let me see. because my grandpa did show my dad one once. Showed my dad this military drone that they have, that kind of explained. It didn't explain, obviously, because it's one of those things where you can give an explanation, but it doesn't necessarily explain what you saw. All it can do is rationalize the probabilities between things. Because unless like the pilot comes to you and goes, no, that was me. Yeah, I was up here this night and did this. Like, you'll never know for sure. Because they don't have like public logs of all the military testing and stuff they do. But literally, what I meant to, what I was saying though is we saw 3 lights hovering above each other, and one by one they flew away, and they were gone. And I mean straight up, like, and it was that was the part that was also weird, is that they, and there are, like, I think flares do that, right, when they dissipate. But this is like, they were perfectly aligned one over another. And then one by one, and it took a second where one went gone, then the second one gone, and then the third one hovered there for a minute before it disappeared. And then one time my dad said he saw one where he was alone skydiving. But one time my dad saw one where it was, because basically what I used to see when I was a kid all the time is stuff just moving around in the sky. And, you know, it could be a satellite, could be testing planes, you know, different military, you know, jets and fighter jets, fighter helicopters, whatever the thing, you know, whatever they may have. But my dad's, so we would always see like just different things moving around in the sky. But the ones that are always the weirdest is when you'd see something moving and then in a split second start moving in another direction, like without any arc or, you know, turn, no radius, literally just a point, start moving. But my dad said one time he took our dog out to go use the restroom, and he sees this one moving across the sky. And so while the dog's using the restroom, he's got a better patience than me. He's just sitting there watching the star, and it's the plane, whatever it is. We always just call them stars because it's like they're so small and so they blend in so well with the stars at times that it's almost like because you can see a plane light, you can see the differences between these things, but when you see a star like this, it's so weird. But basically, he saw this star. I'm fucking trailing off. He saw the star moving across the sky, and then in an instant, it goes, boom, and it was gone. But it left a trail, like in Star Trek, like in fucking Star Wars and Star Trek and shit. It left a like, you know, a warp speed line. Shooting flares in the sky. What, you saw something similar to what? The 3 that flew up? Because I think that was the one that my dad, that my grandpa explained to my dad. Dissipation. I feel like I spelled that wrong. A flare in use. I want to see what it looks like when you shoot a flare off.
All right, let's see how.
Because they emit more of a, yeah. See, they're a red glow though.
Love it, dude.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
And it just burns out. Nah, see, I'm telling you, well, it literally looks like a star in the sky. I don't know how to say it any better than that, and that's why it's always the hardest to get on camera, because when you're seeing that, you try and record the stars. Go try and record the stars at night. It's like damn near impossible. Or you get footage like I got that morning. It just looks like dog shit. And again, just pointing it out.
Stop.
Conspiracy minded. Don't believe a word of what I'm saying. I'm a fraud. Where's the one part where it's moving? We're going. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, it looks like shit. It looks like such shit. In the footage on my phone, where it's not as compressed because I obviously had to send this and then put it, like, download it again. So this footage looks like shit, but in the raw footage on my phone, it almost looks like shimmering, like shiny. Like, as you can see, it's more than a single pixel. There are a few pixels there, so there was like a mild shimmer to it that almost looked like a sphere. Like, we could see it very clearly at that point. It looked like a sphere, and that was what was even weirder, because I'm telling you, it looked like a star in the sky, very light, a bright light at night. And then when it was moving across the sky and the star was gone, it was the silver, like, sphere in the sky that was moving across. But the important thing here is Bigfoot. The real aliens are Bigfoot, and that's what you need to remember. I wonder if they have videos of real in the sky. Because I just sound like a fucking insane person explaining that. But I'm telling, like, I'll believe my dad, because we've seen the same, like, I've seen things with him in the sky. My dad also said one time he was driving down the road in a truck late at night, because he used to be a truck driver, and he's driving this truck late at night, and all of a sudden it flashed to daytime, and it was daytime for a second, and then it flashed again and it was night. And I always thought that was a crazy story until I heard Post Malone tell the exact same story on the H3 podcast. Literally, he told the exact same thing, that he was driving and then all of a sudden, flash of day and back to night. And it's like an instant where, here, I could give you a perfect example of what when I showed my dad this, he was like, yeah, that's what it's like. Malcolm in the Middle, the fireworks scene. Like, my dad said this basically happened.
This may even top Homecoming 98. I don't know. That float's molded for a week. How do we know when's the Komodo 3000?
But I think he even said that there wasn't like a sound at all. There wasn't anything. It was just an instant of... And I told him he should have probably pulled off and taken a nap. But then I heard Post Malone tell that exact same story, and I was like, bruh, they got hit with this Komodo 3000. Here, but here, let's what I was really interested in is, ever since this Bigfoot footage came out, I wanted to see more Bigfoot footage, and I found this account that has a bunch of Bigfoot footage. It's older. Clackamas River Bigfoot Sighting and Expedition.
Kelly Shaw with...
Is that what happened what happens when meteors pass close to Earth? Meteor. Fighting. Oh. Huh, maybe I need to tell him that, because that makes sense. I believe that. Or wait, I think I saw this. This one's in Australia. Oh, this is something else now. That one's lame. That just kind of looked like lightning. Because that's the thing, is it's not like there was a source. I'll look up Russia. My dad explained it as, it's not like there was a source. It was like the sun all of a sudden. Yeah, like this. Let's see. This one looks like it might be closer.
Oh, hey, Serdar. Max,
because let me ask you, there might have been a meteor crash in
Anderson
Cali
Cooper,
or something.
360, weeknights at 8 and 10 on CNN.
The images look like something out of a movie. A tiny asteroid tearing through space
at a speed of 33,000 miles per hour before streaking across southern Russia. Cameras caught sight of the white trail as it headed across the sky. And then this.
I don't mean to laugh, but damn. Getting hit by a meteor is crazy. There we go.
Images were caught on cameras placed inside Russian cars. Many drivers now record their journeys in case of crashes or run-ins with police.
I think it might have already been dusk or something. Because this looks like the sun's going down, but it doesn't look fully night. Like I'm saying, they said it was literally fully night, flash today. I'm going to show my dad this, though, and see if this is similar to what he saw. Because both when I heard it retold on by Post Malone, here, let me see if I can find it. Post Malone H3 podcast. Damn, I'm not gonna know which one it is. H3 podcast. Oh, it probably would be in Ghost Stories.
Ghost stories. What are your
so
ghost
yeah,
stories?
this guy.
Oh man,
Got him.
that gets me every time.
Okay, so the first night I went there, his dad was like,
story.
What the fuck? What kind of weird ass
and
house
they would
is it?
and they would bark. They
never experienced anything like that, but I'd like to.
See, that one's just a ghost story. Damn. Daytime. I'm gonna just look up daytime and see if that comes up. They really ate up these clips. They knew they'd get so many views off of the Post Malone interview. Whatever. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. But yeah, he explained the same thing that he saw. I'll get my dad to tell it one day. But here's Bigfoot footage.
Sasquatch organization. Brody has taken us. It was 11:30.
There's a tree that got cracked open by Bigfoot.
30 a.m. The elevation 1,600 feet. Later, when the witnesses and the students got to where they could make a phone call, he called a friend that he knew was into investigating Bigfoot sightings. The guy's name was Jerry, and he come in with the 5112.
Nah. I'm telling you, I just want one video of a guy walking down the road, and then he goes, oh my god, what's that? Here's a short one. Short and sweet. Perfect. Now talk about high quality footage. 144p. Amazing.
Isn't this gorgeous? Here. She is having the best time. She's still.
Was it supposed to be this in the beginning?
Isn't this gorgeous?
Incredible. Man shot a Bigfoot.
Around. That was when Tom asked if I could help him.
If you want to give the you have two options, Vidad. You can give the short of it in chat, or if you'd really want to, you could leave it where is it? You could call this number and leave it as a voicemail, and I'll listen to it like tomorrow or whatever, whenever you get a chance. And I'll listen to it on stream, and we'll discuss it.
And it's stuck right in the animal's top of the right leg.
Dude, I want to see a guy shoot Bigfoot. Whatever, this is stupid. Here's the Navajo Nation Bigfoot.
I'll be up here near our Canadian neighbors for a few more months, I believe, with some
Dad, don't be stingy.
projects, investigations, and film work. It's great to see that George Harvey and Nicholas Begay and the rest of the Crypto Four Corners crew are still following up on sightings and people with problems that need help and the strange things that go bump in the night. Good job, guys.
It's Bigfoot's cave. I knew he was real. Now, it's some homeless person made this. Black figure sitting on rocks.
Seen it first. Yeah. And he called me, and then he said, "Look down there."
Amazing. Amazing stuff, really. There's better footage of Chupacabra.
My name is Sam Deswood. I'm Program Manager with the Department of Fish and Wildlife for the Navajo Nation.
My name is Edison Emerson. I work for the Department of Fish and Wildlife. I will be assisting Sam, and I will be sitting in the back seat observing game counts.
We're doing our annual game counts, classifying deer and elk, putting down any other wildlife that we see to determine herd composition. The information we gather is going to be used to...
You found a random phone with a Batman case, and when you dropped it, it was gone. So it was like a modern phone, too. It wasn't like you found some old Nokia or something. Do I have my Nokia in this desk? I do. It's not like you found one of these. But, that's pretty crazy. And to lose it immediately is also pretty crazy. Whoever lost it must have found it, and they're still there.
To determine permit numbers from our annual hunts.
From their hunts, how many Bigfoots did they catch? This is how you know Bigfoot isn't real. Because if Bigfoot was real, all the like flying over stuff, like they would have seen him by now. Just a big ape, a big humanoid ape. Nah, see, that's why I've always said the truth about Bigfoot is he isn't a predecessor to humanity. He isn't like some kind of Homo erectus. Bigfoot is an interdimensional being that travels to our universe through tears in the space-time continuum. Bigfoot is actually here to help. Think of Goatman or Wendigo, I don't know. Bigfoot kills those guys. He's the hero we need.
Mysterious. Back your head up a little.
Bruh. I'm late. Thumbs down. I'm just kidding. Give him a thumbs up. Gotta be supportive.
Hey everybody, this is our new Clippy. Real quick for you, we'll place an order. Restaurants can easily.
Whoa, a day before my birthday in 1850. So it's about natives being enslaved. On May 15th, 1850, the 1st Dragoons Regiment of the United States Cavalry contingent under Nathaniel Leon, then still Lieutenant, and Lieutenant J.W. Davison, tried to locate Augustine's band to punish them when they instead came upon a group of Pomo on Badanapote, later called Bloody Island. They killed old men, women, and children. The National Park Service has estimated the army killed 60 to 400 Pomo. Other accounts say 100 were killed, most of them younger men. Most of the younger men were off in the mountains to the north hunting. Some of the dead were relatives of Hebemotelel Pomo of Upper Lake and Robinson Rancheria of Pomo Indians of California. The army killed 75 more Indians along the Russian River. Interesting. What does this have to do with Bigfoot at all? There he is. Bigfoot.
Go out that way, out that door. Get some cedar, then throw it into that fire. And that's how we fix things. Oh, it's in the trunk?
Incredible stuff. Truly invigorating. I wonder what the latest UFO footage is. Let's see. A UFO in Tel Aviv. We knew that the Jews could control the weather. We knew they could control everything. They have alien technology. What was that? That was a bug that flew in front of the camera. Is that what they were talking about?
What the fuck is this shit? Look at that.
Like a bug. It was just too fast.
What the fuck is this shit? Look at that.
It genuinely looks like it's probably a bird.
What the fuck is this shit? Look at that.
Yeah, no, this is probably a bird, that flight pattern.
Look at that.
You could see its fucking wings flapping. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, or did I just see its fucking wings flap at the end? So watch, here it comes down. And then it comes down this way, and then it goes this way and kind of back up. And you can see it's kind of flapping its fucking wings. What is happening? It's a djinn? It's a demonic spirit. Bruh. It's a bird. I gotta watch it one more time. This camera's just shit and it couldn't get its movement fully. Like literally, this is like the perfect flight pattern for a bird. It comes down, kind of moves itself around to come back up. This is kind of incredible.
Of the incoming projectiles were
Right there was a wing. Right there. I'm gonna see. I have to pause it perfectly. Do I have a story like your Batman phone? See, the best stories I have, I'm thinking of telling this story fully. There was once a ghost in my home. And I won't say that there was a ghost. I will, because I don't give a shit. But what happened is one time I had a dream, and in my dream I fell. And when I fell, you know that sensation of falling into your bed that you always have? Like, I feel like everyone's had it, where at least once you'll fall in your sleep and it feels like you went into bed and you kind of like pop up. I swear I woke up, and when I woke up, I was above my bed. I was looking at my wall. Like I was looking like straight, so that means I had gone laying on my bed. I was up like this, staring at the wall. And then I fell back, landed in the bed, and I popped up quick because I was like, what the fuck just happened? And when I popped up, I swear in front of me, it looked like an apparition of a little girl. And as I sat up, she immediately went into the ground. And it was like the classic like Ring girl, black hair, fucking white cloak. And I didn't think much of it. I was terrified in the moment, but I was like, it was just my mind playing tricks on me. I just woke up. It was probably my dream, yada, 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 whatever. Years later, I never told anybody this. Years later, I'm playing video games in the living room. My dad's cooking. My dad's making dinner. My sister walks into the kitchen, and my dad goes, I thought I just saw you walk into the laundry room. And she goes, no. And he goes, oh, I didn't see. He goes, I didn't see it, but it looked like someone just walked in there. I saw like a white dress, like a white skirt or something by her legs, and she walked in. And I went, what? I literally like froze, and I was like, what? I was like, no, so what did you just say? You just said you saw this, and I told him the whole story. He's like, no, yeah, I don't know. I just saw, it looked like someone went in there, and we went over to the laundry room, because the laundry room led out to the garage, and the garage door was unlocked. The actual garage closing door was closed, but my mom had gone to work, so we were like, okay, she probably just left it unlocked. But that was some of the weirdest, because my sister wasn't even wearing a dress, she was wearing jeans. So that's probably the closest thing I have. I do have one story that isn't necessarily scary, but just odd. And it's not the first time that I ever smoked marijuana, but it was the first time I ever smoked out of a water bomb. And I wanted to kind of prove myself to my compadres, the people I was around. And so they gave me the first bowl. They filled it up for me, and I went, okay, and I lit it. And I didn't realize I cleared the whole bowl, because when I handed it back, the guy took the bowl out, looked at it, and went, oh shit, ooh, I didn't know we were having a party or whatever, and then tapped it out, because I killed the whole bowl, just one hit. And I shouldn't have done that, because then I swear to God, I don't know if it was weed, I don't know if they laced me or what. I've done harder drugs since then. But what happened was, I fucking lived 1,000 lives. And I'm not fucking exaggerating. I lived through multiple lifetimes. Like, I was these people. And I remember, like, it was like insanity of the vivid memory that I have, because I've forgotten like all of it at this point. I just remember it because I remember one specific moment where I was an older, middle-aged, bald man. Like, I'm not even joking. I knew it. It was who I was. And I walk up to the fridge, and I grabbed the fridge door, and when I pulled the fridge door open, I went, and I looked up, and I saw the people sitting across from me, passing the bong around, and I literally went, I need to go, and I stood up and I went home, because I was like, this is like some wild stuff. And one of the things is I got stuck in a loop during that time too, where I think when I stood up, right before I told them I was going to go, they kept passing it around. And what happened was, I remember this too, because I swear it happened like 1,000 times, where what happened is that I handed him the bong, and then what he did was he hit it, and then passed the bong over, leaned back, tossed the lighter, and then when he tossed the lighter, it hit the girl in the chest. She fumbled it into like her lap. And I swear this happened like infinitum, like it just kept happening over and over again, and it was crazy. What's good, a guy? And I'm saying, I don't know if that was they laced me or something, because I've done harder drugs since then, and the only thing that I can compare that to is salvia. And salvia is like a strong psychedelic. And I've done other psychedelics that aren't as strong as that, and they didn't have that kind of effect. So honestly, I don't know if they gave me salvia and said it was weed or what, but I was geeking, tweaking out, and I lived 1,000 lives. It was pretty crazy. It was actually the most insane experience of my entire life. When I did salvia, all that happened is I was in like a hallway that I didn't have walls, but it was like I was on a path, and on either side of me was conveyor belts that were in the form of infinity signs. So it was infinity sign, conveyor belts, and on the conveyor belts were Russian nesting dolls that were telling me to get to the end of the hallway. They were speaking to me going, "You need to get to the end of the hallway, you need to go, you need to go." And that was probably the wild, and then my like, it's just like but even that, it felt there was more rationale to it. I don't know how to explain it. When I lived 1,000 lives, it was so confusing. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a schizophrenic. Who knows? Are any of you real? Because other people that have done salvia that I know have literally said that they've had like full experiences as themselves, but like I was there, and basically this one guy went. I think he thought he was in a carnival. He told me later he was like flying over a carnival, and this guy started talking to him. He didn't understand what he was saying, but he could tell he was talking shit, so he started talking shit back to him. And at one point he sat up and he was looking at me, and I was like, "You good? Are you coming out of it?" And he goes, Yeah, I'm sobering up. I was like, "Are you sure?" And he went, and I went, "Yo, lay down," and I pushed him back down to lay down. But he said that he was like flying over a carnival with a carnival barker who was like telling him different stuff. And we might be in a simulation, but I don't see how you simulate that. You know what I mean? And know what I'm saying? And if DMT actually does get released in our brains at the time of death, there might be an afterlife. Who knows? It might just be an eternal sensation that lasts way longer than the perceived. Or I guess it'd be perceived for way longer than the material, is what I meant. But am I right that this is just a bird? Like, you see its wings. Is this the whole video? What's this one going to do? Yep. No, and that's what I'm telling you. When I came out of my salvia trip, it wasn't because I saw fractals and stuff, and where I ended up with the where I ended up on I wasn't on the conveyor belt. When I ended up in the hallway, once I came out of it, I swear I asked the person, I went, is that real life or is this real life? Is that real life or is this real life? And I had to go step outside and like take a breath of fresh air and look around and like, catch my bearings, because it's a very intense, overwhelming experience that is all consuming, where it's not like you feel your hands or your legs. Literally, I felt my chest. Once it started, I felt my chest raise, and then it didn't stop. I felt my chest go up and up and up and up and up infinitely while I was laying on my back. Like, I thought I lifted my chest up, but then it just kept going. And it felt like I was like my spirit left my body, and then I was having this whole hallucination. Very insane stuff. Wouldn't recommend if you don't feel like you have a grasp on reality as it is. Because I've come to terms with the fact that I believe that whatever the truth may be, I'll accept it as is. I don't have any stake in one way or the other. When we die, we die. If I go to heaven, great. If I'm just a bunch of atoms, that's great too. Salvia is a very strong psychedelic drug that is second. I think it's like they consider it the second strongest psychedelic. Well, I guess DMT, and then there's different like types of DMT is considered the strongest. But Salvia is a very close runner-up. And yeah, it's basically just a hardcore. It's a hardcore drug, but it is a natural drug that comes from plants, which makes it even crazier. What kind of dreams do you have? I have a lot of dreams where I die. That's my continuous dream. This looks weird. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be though. Like, I have a lot of dreams where I'll crash off of things. I had a dream once where I reincarnated, where I crashed off of like a cliff, and then I reincarnated in a South American country, and I was speaking Spanish. I don't speak any Spanish. And then I was talking to this guy though, and then I woke up, and I was like, good. I'm glad I'm not dead. The Vatican is lying to you. I know that, silly.
Our fascination with another life form outside of planet Earth is huge, and we would all love to think that there are people living in distant universes who ask the same questions we do. I wonder if this planet is the only one with life on it. But what if another life form has already made contact? What if the government know a lot more than what they let out involving our contact with extraterrestrial life? Now, although they
I
may
forget
be
what
keeping secrets for
the
the best
time
interest of the
dilation
general
is
public,
in
we
dreaming.
can't help but be intrigued by what information is being kept from us. Well, here.
But that's what they think dreams are made of. They think it's your brain reacting to its natural DMT. I'm really hot right now. One second, I'm gonna go turn my AC down. It was at like 75. I don't know why I'm like sweating. I think it's the lights. The hell? Why is this part of the... Oh, it's a missing person thing too. I was so confused. Why do they have Bigfoot and missing people in the same category? Maybe make those different playlists. If I'm being completely honest. Yeah, let's see if we can figure out if these are real or not. Just cryptids in general.
Is that a chip?
Oi, oi, oi. We going punk in here? We going ska? What the fuck is
horned
this?
beast of Bahia, Brazil.
Some dude wearing a mask.
During the hot summer months in the state of Bahia, located in the country of Brazil, it is not uncommon for a large influx of American tourists to make use of the coastal towns as a summer getaway vacation area. It was during these pristine tourism months that a mysterious image emerged from the area of Bahia, Brazil, of what could only be described as a demonic-looking humanoid horned beast that can be...
That does look really creepy, and it is like knee-deep in mud.
seen in crystal clarity to be bathing in a muddy river surrounded by dense mangrove trees while carrying what appears to be a young human dangling in its arms. Although there is little reliable information surrounding the image circulating across,
I thought it was like a fish or an animal or something. Why are they saying it looks like a human? If it's a human, it's already dead. It's way too malnourished.
The internet, countless sources cite that the image was taken by a young female American tourist believed to be only 15 years old, of whom saw the strange creature and took a quick photo before fleeing the region. Given the incredible clarity of the image, many believed that if the photo is faked, it would have to have been via the use of practical effects or a misidentification on the part of the young girl who took the picture. Some have tried to explain.
I just don't understand how you see something like this and you don't take a video. Why take a photo? It does look like Winnie the Pooh.
The way the photograph, claiming that the creature seen in the image is nothing more than a clam fisherman, as the area is commonly known for clam fishing, with many clam fishermen using secluded areas as their own personal hotspots.
That wouldn't explain the horns on his head.
However, the image shows a man completely covered in mud from head to toe, with his mouth, eyes and skin.
This is what the toilet looks like after I eat Taco Bell, if I'm being honest, Rennie.
Completely grey in colour, with no inch of pinkish flesh or human features. The horns on the creature have been dismissed as nothing more than possible mud-crusted hair that was pointing in different directions. However, the image clearly shows the creature to have a bald, dome-like head with sharp protrusions from the side, with no other clumping of hair visible. Every skeptic explanation also fails to address what appears to be the body of a limp child dangling.
I don't understand how you're saying this looks like a limp child at all.
From the creature's arms. Continued sightings have been made over the years surrounding the Bahia horned beast, leaving many to wonder if the dense forestry and unclaimed natural land hides a dark and sinister entity, taking advantage of the countless number of people who go missing every year. No further evidence has been gathered surrounding the creature.
I hope so. You gotta eat somehow. Just because it eats the people that goes missing doesn't mean it made them go missing.
The thylacine, also known as
I thought it was thylacine.
The Tasmanian tiger, has long been considered extinct, with the last confirmed sighting occurring in the 1930s. This marsupial carnivore, native to Tasmania, mainland Australia and New Guinea, was a unique creature, resembling a cross between a wolf and a large cat.
Why are marsupials so common in Australia?
Despite its declared extinction, reports of thylacine sightings have persisted over the decades, fueling speculation that this elusive animal may...
This looks like a fucking puma. What are you talking about? This looks like some kind of wild cat.
Still roam the remote wilderness of Australia.
The ears aren't even close to similar. It's clearly bigger. Its body to head proportions way different.
Reports of thylacine sightings have persisted over the decades, fueling speculation.
Like, look at this. This thing is clearly some kind of wild cat.
That this elusive animal may still roam the remote wilderness of Australia. In recent years, a trail cam...
Also, why the fuck does it matter what it is? Stay away from it. That's all I gotta say. You see this thing on your property, don't think, the Taz?
Camera in the Australian outback
he's a Tasmanian
reportedly
devil.
captured images of a creature that many believe could be a thylacine, reigniting hope and controversy in equal measure.
True.
In recent years, the possibility that the thylacine may still exist has captured the imagination of both the public and the scientific community. Despite being officially declared extinct, sporadic reports of thylacine sightings have continued to emerge, primarily from remote areas of Tasmania and mainland Australia. These sightings are often...
We're gonna skip on.
The
Let's go to the
allure
next
of camera sight.
That's all you have to say, bro. That was nothing.
We are formally inviting you to become a member of the 47 Club. This is...
Is he gonna kill us all? The 27 Club isn't a good thing. I don't know why they're trying to like rebrand it the 47 Club.
The trail camera, set up by a striped animal with tail, this eyeless with many from this
Dude,
to outright.
You do not need to talk about it for this long.
However, it needs the symbol of loss and...
Okay, actually, I just realized there are...
Dogman caught on trail
This is clearly just fake. This is just... I'll say AI. Let's go with that.
Camera.
Make it easy. They couldn't figure out how to edit in the feet well, so once they got down here, they just fucking started deleting. They're like, it's just lost in the brush.
In the quiet, rural landscapes of Indiana, A local man set up a trail camera to monitor wildlife on his property.
Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm tripping. Is this just a naked dude wearing a mask? Now that I'm seeing it closer, is this just a naked dude wearing a mask with a butt plug tail in?
The camera was intended to capture images of deer, raccoons, or perhaps the occasional coyote. But what it recorded one fateful night in the dense woods would become a source of fear, fascination, and debate.
Right behind
the man's trail camera captured an image of what
Catman.
appeared to be a humanoid dog-like creature, something that defied all conventional explanations and raised the chilling possibility that the legends of the Dogman, a creature long spoken of in whispers and campfire tales, might be more
No, I'm
than
gonna
just
stick with
myth.
this is just AI because I'm also just confused by all these random sticks. What's good, Mecca? What's up?
The Dogman, a cryptid that has been part of American folklore for decades, is often described as a large bipedal creature. Captured the
We're skipping again.
Morning.
We're going through this
The
quickly.
existence of cryptids, the photo real, with just a trick to elude the harsh and unforgiving. Inuit mythology, rich with tales that reflect the harsh and unforgiving Arctic environment, is filled with creatures and beings that embody the fears, lessons, and values of this ancient culture. Among these, the Kalapiluk, or
You can't call a video unexplained cryptid sightings caught on camera and then have a whole section of animals or of cryptids that aren't even caught on camera.
traditions from one generation to the next.
You bought the third
While the
final
specific
art book?
details
Well, now you
of
have
the
full
myth may
collection.
vary from one Inuit.
Now, if you ever decide, you know what, I don't like Pacific Rim anymore, you can sell it all for as a collection piece.
Community to another, the core elements of the Kalapiluit story remain consistent. They are fearsome, predatory creatures that dwell in the cold, dark waters of the Arctic, and
they're the drowned in Minecraft or whatever they're called.
Serve as a reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the ice. In modern times, the Kalupiluit continues to capture the images,
And then Kappa.
scraggly green hair, causing mischief. Despite their small size, Kappa are incredibly strong.
Dude, how are you gonna do what? Thank you, yeah, thank you for shaving me the time. Caught on. I liked the part where Steve was all like, "Are you ready to craft in the mines?" That was my favorite part of the new Minecraft movie. I like the part where he said, "I'm Steve," and started Steving all over the place. The clearest Bigfoot and cryptid sightings caught on camera 2024. 20, okay.
Let me show you why I stopped paying for all my other sample libraries. This is Arcade by Output. This thing has sounds.
In a world where the line between myth and reality is blurred, where the shadows hold secrets that defy explanation, and where the unknown lurks in the darkest corners of our imagination, comes a revelation that will send chills down your spine. Brace yourself as we delve into the depths of the unexplained and the realm of the mysterious
Get ready.
that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. From the Fresno Nightcrawlers to the New Jersey Devil. Get ready for a heart-pounding journey into the realm
I think it's just called the Jersey Devil, not the New Jersey Devil, but okay.
of the extraordinary, as we present to you the 20...
There he was.
Get ready for a heart-pounding journey into the realm of the extraordinary. As we present to you the 20 creepy cryptid sightings caught on film. Number 20, Mermaid. YouTube is full of strange and bizarre videos. The person who recorded this video claims that it shows one of the scariest creatures.
This is clearly just terrible CGI.
Creatures ever caught
Like,
on
look
camera.
how it's moving. Terrible CGI. Bigfoot's cool because he's the coolest. he likes beef jerky and State Farm or whatever he promoted. He's more of a cultural icon than a monster at this point. And I have heard of lucid dreaming. I've actually lucid dreamt once. And it was because I was being chased by a monster. And I really went, oh shit. Oh shit, a monster's chasing me. Wait, there's no monsters in real life. It was like a giant robot monster. And I was like, there's no monsters in real life. This isn't real. And then I fucking flew out of the building. Like I smashed through the wall and flew away, and I was flying through the sky. And then I went, oh, wait, I'm flying? I should be in a car, because I was like 10. So I was like, I want to drive. So I was driving in the sky like Harry Potter. Like over like rolling hills for some reason. And then I woke up. But I've never been able to do it since then. I did it one time, and I think my dreams started becoming a lot more realistic after that. And yes, YouTube is just full of bizarre videos. And I'm going to watch them all.
The video is set at Lake Xalotla, Nicaragua. As you watch, you can't believe your eyes.
Ariel,
on a creaky wooden dock by the water, there is a creature that looks like a mermaid. Yes, a mermaid, the half-human, half-fish creature from folklore. The mermaid could be seen struggling and desperate.
If this is what got like sailors to crash their ships, those dudes were down bad. Ha! I'm not trying. I can't laugh that much before saying it. I was just gonna be like, man, I just suck dick before I'm gonna fuck this thing. But like legitimately, if this was what mermaids look like, I'll believe manatees before I believe this.
Desperately trying to go back into the water. Its movements are a mix of grace and struggle.
Did it get bigger? Why did it all of a sudden get huge?
As if it is trapped between
now it's smaller.
Two worlds. You feel sorry for this strange being as it fights to find comfort in the depths of the water. What's astonishing is that
can't get back in the water. How the fuck did it get out in the first place?
Found on YouTube. People are both confused and fascinated by these alleged sightings, which come from places all over the world. But the question remains...
Dude, these look terrible.
Are these creatures real or just a hoax? Unfortunately, we can't definitively answer that. It's a mystery waiting to be solved. We'll leave it to you, the curious viewer, to think about whether this footage is genuine or a clever trick. Regardless, watching a mermaid in real life struggling to return to its watery home gives a weird feeling. It's like a darker and more sinister version of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Number 19. Fresno night crawlers. A strange sight was captured on a home security camera in Fresno, California back in 2007. It showed a peculiar creature known as the Fresno night crawler, which looked like a pair of pants walking around without a body.
Monsters.
This unusual occurrence gained local fame.
This one is weird because it just looks.
And soon, two more sightings were reported in Yosemite National Park in 2011.
Watch chills.
The footage of the night crawler spread widely online, sparking discussions about aliens and demons.
The San Francisco night crawlers. These little scampers ran around. They were really scary.
However, skeptics started investigating, and a YouTuber named Captain Disillusion analyzed the footage.
I remember Captain Disillusion. Whatever happened to him?
Pointed out that the poor quality of the recordings made it easy to fake using CGI or a modified video clip of someone wearing MC Hammer pants. To make matters more suspicious, the owner of the original tape claimed to have accidentally erased the high-quality version, making it impossible to verify the authenticity. This convenient circumstance led skeptics to believe that the entire incident was likely a hoax orchestrated by the camera owner for attention. Since there have been no sightings of these peculiar creatures before or after these incidents, unless they reappear, we personally believe that this whole thing was just a publicity stunt to promote wearable sleeping bags which resemble the night crawlers. Number 18. Ice Monster. A creature was seen swimming in the cold Chena River in Alaska in October. Craig McCarthy, an employee of the Bureau of Land Management, spotted the icy creature swimming in the murky water. He quickly recorded a video of the sighting, which sparked a debate on the internet.
That does look weird. What is this?
Some people wondered if it could be Nessie, the legendary creature from Loch Ness in Scotland, visiting North America.
Yeah, for sure.
In the footage, you can see what appears to be a 15...
Yeah, I mean, it might be like a sea serpent or something.
I thought it was
Not
a
a
bad
sea
enough
serpent,
dude to
you know
be
what I mean? Like
hungry
a
for this
snake
challenge on
that goes in the
Ascension.
water.
15-foot-long
Sea serpent is like a fucking actual monster thing. It's not one of those, but you get what I'm saying.
creature moving through the water.
But this
it seems to
this thing
have
has an
icicles
arm.
on its back due to the freezing conditions. McCarthy spoke to a local newspaper and initially thought, along with others, that it might be a rope tangled on the riverbed with chunks of ice. Different theories have been proposed,
Yeah, some
ranging from a
driftwood.
sea monster to a giant sturgeon. Some experts support the idea that it could be a rope with formed icicles, helping it
Oh, you know what it might be?
stay
It might
afloat.
be because it's swimming in a weird pattern. It might be something stuck, like something with ice stuck on a fish or something, like stuck on some kind of aquatic animal.
And giving
That
the
makes
impression of
sense.
swimming. Despite the video, no one has been able to conclusively prove the identity of the creature lurking in the water. This has led many to believe that it could be genuine evidence of an unidentified creature that modern science has yet to classify. Number 17, Mothman. Here's a question that you probably haven't heard
There it
before.
is.
Do you believe in Mothman? Oh, you might not know what Mothman is.
Mothman
Well,
believes in
it's
you.
kind of like Batman, but completely different from Batman. Does that explanation help? Maybe we should just move on. On November 15, 1966, a newspaper in
Okay,
Point
man, let's get
Pleasant,
the
West
video
Virginia, reported
with
that
a
several
photo.
people had witnessed a bird-like
They always do
creature,
this.
similar to a
How they
man
throw
in
it in ones
size,
that are just
during
nothing.
others of these sightings due to the ease of skepticism
I don't
and the
believe in them.
difficulty of providing
No, I
irrefutable
do.
evidence.
'Cause I wanna
In this
believe.
era, even video evidence cannot be fully trusted. Seeing is believing.
Oh, there
but
it is. That's actually a
even
dragon
video
or
evidence
a
cannot be
griffin.
fully trusted.
Not Mothman.
Seeing is
you
believing.
can see its tail hanging down. This is clearly some form of a dragon or griffin. Not Mothman. Mothman was at work that day.
But it must be seen in a way that cannot be disproven. Life can be complicated with so many rules to consider. Number 16, cryptid swims in Thames. In the middle of 2016, the internet buzzed with a captivating video that unveiled a mesmerizing sight unfolding in the murky depths of London's Thames River. A curious
Ooh.
tourist aboard a cable car seeking
Is this one just fake? Because that did look huge, whatever it
breathtaking
was.
views of Greenwich, stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. Across from the renowned O2 Arena, the observers' eyes widened as they witnessed a remarkable creature gracefully navigating the water. For a fleeting moment, a colossal entity emerged from the depths, casting an imposing shadow beneath the surface. Its back was adorned with a series of multiple fins, adding to the mystique of its colossal size. Alas, the encounter was fleeting, granting only a tantalizing glimpse of this enigmatic being. Speculations abound regarding its true identity. Some
I'm just thinking
daringly
this one's probably
propose that this
fake.
creature might be a basilosaurus, a colossal marine beast that roamed the Earth some 35 to 40 million years ago, yet somehow managed to survive undetected in the unseen depths of...
Yeah, I don't believe if I shot Mothman with a 45, his ass going down like anybody else. Think he is coming on my property. If I set Mothman on fire and hit him with a Gatling gun, is he gonna keep walking around? I doubt it.
of the river. An awe-inspiring notion, indeed.
I was looking up.
Nonetheless,
I was looking up if whales are in the Thames, or however you pronounce it, the Thames. And apparently there have been, but this does look just weird. I think this is
skepticism
just probably
shrouds
fake.
this breathtaking footage, with skeptics postulating that it could be a clever fabrication, digitally manipulating the footage to introduce the mythical creature into the frame. The very possibility of such an ancient, gargantuan creature having eluded human awareness for countless years and now calling the River Thames its home is a tantalizing enigma. Number 15. Grotesque Monster. On July 23, 2011,
Mothman's
two
just
boys heard
helpful.
strange noises on their property and
Just a
decided to
helpful guy.
investigate. They used their phones to capture footage of their encounter as they searched through the dark surroundings of their rural farm. They could only see a few feet ahead of them with a dimly lit torch, and they heard eerie noises in the distance. Eventually, they stumbled upon a barn covered in graffiti. From inside, a sound similar to a wild boar's guttural squeal sent chills down their spines. It was a chilling groan.
Was this Blair Witch Project?
That would make anyone's blood run cold. The two boys hid, switching off their torches. They could hear something scratching behind the wall. Despite the craziness of the situation, they decided to take a peek inside
the kid with progeria.
The barn.
It was a kid with progeria. Progerian child. Tell me this ain't the same.
To their surprise, they spotted a creature with a
I'm not trying to be rude, I'm trying to be accurate. Nah, yeah, it's totally just like a... You know what it looks like, actually? It looks like, I don't know if I could find the right one. It looks like it could be like a crybaby mask or something. It looks like it could maybe be like a crybaby mask or just like an alien mask.
Humanoid appearance lurking in the loft. It had a pale face with small eyes, a wide nose, and a bald head. The creature shrieked at them, causing the boys to panic and run into the darkness of the night. People have speculated about the identity of this mysterious creature. Some suggest it...
It also looks like the, It also looks like the Cantina aliens. That's my last.
Might be a demon, while others believe it could be an alien hybrid seeking refuge in the abandoned barn. Could it possibly be an animal that has managed to avoid human contact until now? Number 14. Humanoid creature. This video is quite disturbing. It was supposedly...
Hyper, baby.
Oh,
it's a food
that's
delivery
just
service in your game. It's so sick. You could set it so you click a million buttons. You can make keybinds for it and all that.
Recorded in a remote zoo in Romania back in 2014. It is believed...
This is what they got going on in Romania? First the Tate brothers, now this?
Believed that a traveler passing through rural Romania discovered a secret farm operated by illegal traffickers. This farm, which is heavily guarded, apparently houses exhibits that are kept hidden from the general public, either because they are unknown or because people prefer not to know about them. Surprisingly, the backpacker managed to sneak a camcorder onto the property and filmed one of these exhibits. The video starts with the backpacker...
Nah, this is just fake. I can tell by the way this dude's filming himself, all of this. The way he looks. This dude's a faker. He's a liar. I can tell.
Explaining that the zoo has a deformed animal locked up in one of the sheds. As he moves through a crowd of people, everything goes dark. The crowd gathers around a sealed cell with thick steel bars, and their reactions indicate that something extraordinary is happening. Eventually, a gap opens up between two people, revealing a glimpse of a strange creature that appears to be humanoid. The creature moans loudly as it clumsily moves forward. Someone in the crowd yells, causing everyone to recoil in horror as the full extent of the creature's deformity.
This is what Andrew Tate was doing in Romania the whole time. This is where he's been. That's a good point. You know, you make a good point.
Becomes apparent.
How do you prefer?
It seems to be a disfigured monster held against its will. The footage suddenly goes black, leaving us to ponder what we have just witnessed. No one has been able to provide an explanation for this video. Many people hope that it is fake, but there is an unsettling authenticity to it that leaves a lasting impact.
How is this settlingly authentic?
Number 13, Pennsylvania White Bigfoot. In Carbondale, Pennsylvania, local residents have reported seeing a strange creature lurking in the woods. They describe it as a tall, white Bigfoot, about 6 to 7 feet in height, covered in shaggy fur all over its body. People
6 to 7 feet, I can take him.
6 to 7 feet in height, covered in shaggy fur all over its...
It's like the worst costume I've ever seen. He couldn't even get a good enough one that will show his eyes. His head's like 2 inches back.
Body. People often hear unusual sounds like low groans and rustling in the trees. In 2008, a video went viral showing this creature. It was recorded by a man who heard noises from his yard, which borders the woodland. In the clip, you can see a very peculiar-looking creature. It briefly pauses and then swiftly... Number 12. Alien hybrid.
Okay,
Several years ago, a strange incident was captured on film in a remote area of southern Vermont, United States, a few miles north of the Green Mountain National Forest.
I see him,
Local residents had been reporting sightings of a peculiar creature with long limbs. The situation escalated when livestock in their backyards were discovered dead with puncture wounds on their necks, and other animals, including chickens, were disappearing without a trace. Eventually, the footage emerged when 2 children claimed to have encountered an alien in a nearby park. They explained that while heading home from a party, they heard unusual sounds. They quickly pulled out their phones and captured footage of a peculiar creature with long limbs walking across the grass.
There's 2 of you? You should have jumped it. You should have fucking just started beating the life out of it. And then you could have been millionaires for bringing aliens to light.
From behind a tree. The creature had a round black head and a slim body. Its hind legs resembled those of a human, but what stood out the most were its 2 front arms, which moved.
It's just a dude with cerebral palsy. It's like Jimmy from South Park.
Eerily as it stalked through the park. Initially, the authenticity of the footage was met with skepticism. However, the boys insisted that it was genuine and hadn't been altered in any way. The video, combined with the reports of dead livestock, raises an unsettling question. Could there really be an extraterrestrial creature?
You're in Idaho, not Vermont. Don't worry. They have cars.
Living in the hills of
This
southern
thing has
Vermont.
a driver's license.
Number 11. The skunk ape.
The
skunk ape is a big, smelly creature that has been seen in the swamps and forests of the southern USA. People have reported seeing the skunk ape since 1957. In 2000,
I'd say this is the most compelling thing I've ever seen for a Bigfoot.
Someone sent a photo to the
because the red eyes make me think like, oh, but it's also probably just an animatronic someone made. I'd also
Sarasota
believe
County
that.
Sheriff's Office in Florida, claiming it showed the creature on their back deck.
You're scared?
Some think
Don't
it might
worry,
be
I'll
an
protect
orangutan, but orangutans have red fur, so this doesn't match. The photo could be fake, but it's one of the most convincing pieces of evidence.
See, I do think this one is really good because, like I was saying, it takes facial features. The only way you can believe like a Bigfoot sighting or anything like that is when they have like muscle definition or like, you know what I mean, like facial contortions, whatever you'd say.
The photo could be fake, but it's one of the most convincing pieces of evidence. Another alleged skunk ape sighting was shared on YouTube in 2013 by Josh Highcliffe, showing a creature similar to Bigfoot pulling bark off a tree in Mississippi. Some say these sightings could be bears.
That's a bear? Because like I'm saying, this looks like it could be like an orangutan or something, like something got out of the zoo.
Foot pulling bark off a tree in Mississippi. Some say these sightings could be bears. But when Josh's creature stands up, it's clearly not a bear. It's hard to say if these sightings are real or just people in costumes. One issue is that if Bigfoot is real, there would need to be many of them to survive.
Nuh-uh. One Bigfoot can live 2,000 years. And he has.
Without a big population, they wouldn't be able to reproduce well, and they would gradually die out. On the other hand, if there were many Bigfoot, sightings would be more common, and the mystery would be lessened. So whether Bigfoot is bears, apes, costumes, or unknown species, one thing is certain. They're fun to think about while spending time in the wild. Number 10, La Junta, alien. The alien encounter would have been a completely different story in
I remember this. This is just some kid. I remember this, like the evidence came out that this was totally just some kid with like underwear on his head or something. But he walks around like Dobby.
La Junta, alien. The
Harry
alien
Potter.
encounter would have been a completely different story in today's world. One major factor is the abundance of cameras everywhere, which would make it difficult to protect the alien from curious onlookers. If you need proof of this, just take a look at the following video. It was posted on Facebook and captured outside a home in La Junta. The footage shows a peculiar creature resembling something like Dobby wandering around the neighborhood.
Hey, I already said
It
that.
seems
Don't steal
confused
my
or
joke.
curious, with its wobbly legs and floppy ears. The homeowner, Vivian Gomez, noticed a shadow outside her front door, but it wasn't until she reviewed the footage that she realized what was happening. Interestingly, the other two cameras didn't capture anything.
Technically, in Red Dead Redemption 1, Undead Nightmare, Bigfoot is real, but also that was also only a that was in the universe where John dies as a zombie due to the zombie apocalypse. So that also doesn't make sense though when people talk about like the whole connection with the Bigfoot guy dressed as Sasquatch. It doesn't add up.
Once the footage was shared online, it caused a frenzy worldwide. People from all over chimed in, hoping to uncover the identity of this creature. However, there is still no definite answer. Could it be an alien?
Yes, there is. I'm pretty sure it came like the kid who it was like, yeah, this was me. He told his parents like that was me.
A person in a suit or something else entirely? The only response that can be given is, I have no idea. Number 9, Chupacabra.
Whoever made this is not the brightest. I have no idea, Chupacabra.
I have no idea. Number 9, Chupacabra. The Chupacabra is a creature seen in Texas and Mexico. It attacks and drinks the blood of livestock. In Texas, it looks like a large dog with spikes on its back, while in Mexico, it's seen as an alien lizard. Pictures of the Chupacabra are often scary, but they are usually just sick dogs or coyotes with
just dogs with mange.
Skin disease called mange. This makes them lose their
This guy's just stealing all my fucking sauce, I swear.
Their hair and their skin shrivel, so the Chupacabra is usually a sick animal, not a scary monster. There are some sightings where the creature looks more monstrous. For example, there is a video claiming to show a Chupacabra in the Navajo Nation reservation, but closer examination reveals it to be a computer-generated fake added to the footage. Most Chupacabra sightings can be explained as hoaxes or misidentifications. However, there have been cases where livestock have been found with drained blood. This can be explained by a natural process called lividity. When an animal dies, its blood settles in the lower parts of its body, creating the illusion of blood loss, especially if a blood test is done on the upper parts. This scientific explanation clarifies the origin of the Chupacabra Emmy. Number 8, Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil is a strange creature from New Jersey. It has the head of a goat, bat-like wings, and a split tail and hooves. People started talking about it in the 18th century, saying it came from a witch and Satan. I wouldn't want to be part of that family. Since then, many people have claimed to see the beast. In 2015, a man named David Black even took a picture of it as it flew by. Another person
He hooked a goat up to his kite and flew it around.
Picture of it as it flew by. Another person recorded a video of the creature on the same night. Some experts thought the video was real, but skeptics noticed that the creature's wings fluttered like a butterfly, while the rest of its body stayed completely still. This makes them think it might not be a real animal. It could be a toy.
It was just that, huh?
Stuffed animal, or a cardboard cutout attached to it. So the video and David Black's picture are probably fake. However, there might be some truth.
You know what it is? This one, they just have a hawk carrying some stuffed animal.
So the video and David Black's picture are probably fake. However, there might be some truth to the Jersey Devil story, just not involving a real devil.
Here's the thing. I love the Jersey Devil game, the old PS1 game. I love... Oh, wow. Get gun. It worked. But I love the old Jersey Devil game. But I'm pretty sure the whole idea is that... Because what was it called? Oh, it's something else devil. There's another name for it. Because basically it was, a witch cursed a woman for some reason. Because she was rude. And then made her child She was like, "You will bear the devil," and then the Jersey Devil was born.
Some people think that
So,
the
no,
early
that didn't
descriptions
happen.
of the Jersey Devil match the hammer-headed bat, a big bat found in Africa.
Ew.
This bat has many of the same features as the described creature, but nobody knows how it could have ended up in New Jersey. It might have escaped from a zoo or someone's private collection. So the witchy deal with
I
the
don't think
devil
that's what it
story could
is.
still be possible, though it's probably not true. Number 7.
All these ads.
Some crazy sounds in here.
The Wendigo. This video, created in a found footage style, was uploaded to a YouTube channel called Slender Truth in 2013. It supposedly depicts a group of boys who were followed and attacked by a creature called a Wendigo. In the footage, we see 3 young boys exploring an abandoned house in an unfamiliar rural area. They search through an old shack that appears to have been unused for many years. The shack is in a state of disrepair, with rotting floorboards and discarded building materials. As they reach the top floor, a sense of unease builds up, as if they are being watched. Finally, as they descend the staircase, a monstrous being peeks its head into the house. It has long, slender fingers, a large, grotesque face with deep eyes, and a snout resembling that of a bat. The grotesque face into the house. It has descend the staircase, a monstrous being.
I'd like to see the actual
test
video.
abruptly ends. Eyes and a snout resembling that of a bat. The footage abruptly ends.
Nah, it's a guy wearing a mask with Freddy Krueger gloves on,
suggesting that the
Can't get
creature
anything
attacked
past
the
me.
boys. According to the video's description, the creature is referred to as a Wendigo, a malevolent beast from Native American folklore known for its insatiable bloodlust. The video has amassed over...
I like they didn't actually give the description of what a Wendigo is. A Wendigo is when a human eats another human. I think it's like formed by cannibalism, and then they have the insatiable bloodlust because of cannibalism. Ah, gun.
Places where ghosts are often encountered. However, they can also be prime locations for sighting mysterious creatures. In a YouTube video by John Edmonds, a group of urban explorers decides to investigate the abandoned Overbrook Asylum at the Essex County Hospital in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, USA. The asylum has a dark history of cruel and brutal mental health practices, including lobotomies and electroshock therapy, leading many to believe that restless and angry spirits inhabit its dilapidated hallways.
I believe it.
But the explorers stumble upon something unexpected. While examining one of the rooms, they suddenly hear a strange screeching noise. They quickly turn the camera and capture a terrifying 4-legged creature running towards them. The creature remains mostly in shadows, making it hard to see its features, except for its long and thin limbs. Frightened,
It's clearly just a dude running on all fours.
to see its features, except for its long and thin limbs.
You can see his pants shaking.
In shadows, making it hard to see its features, except for its long and thin limbs. Frightened, the explorers hastily leave the building, too terrified to stay in its path. Viewers of the people often mistake them for tall, naked humans at first.
What's your gun say?
But they soon realize their bodies
What's
are
your gun
oddly
say?
stretched and disproportionate. Some accounts mention glowing eyes, sharp teeth, and pale gray or white skin. These qualities make them unnerving rather than explicitly
The
threatening.
fuck is this?
At least based on the available
The pale
information.
crawlers?
Now it's time for today's subscriber pick.
The Beast.
In a small town called Santa Fe in Argentina, something extraordinary was captured on camera. It's a creature unlike anything anyone has ever seen
Get it
before.
now.
A mysterious being that
You
appears
can't
to be
let them
half
live.
human and half animal. According to reports,
will.
this enigmatic creature has caused havoc by attacking and injuring 2 dogs. The locals are calling it the Beast. The streets of Santa Fe have become its hunting grounds, and fear has gripped the community. Witnesses who have encountered the creature describe it as having a long neck and a small head, resembling a camel in some ways. One person shared their astonishing encounter, recalling how in 2005 they spotted the creature crossing a...
See, this is where you just have to... Ew. The gross looking... It looks like those, like that one image of the dog that got its head shaved. But, if you really think about it, anybody that asks, what would you do if you saw a monster? What would you do if you... I'd shoot it. What if you don't have a gun and it's attacking you? Then I'd use my magical powers, if we're going to just keep adding a little, our own little details to it. 5-gun. I have 5-gun, 1 for all. Get 1, use 1. Then run out, use more. 4 more.
To their amazement, it looked directly at them before effortlessly leaping over the bridge's concrete wall, just like a kangaroo would, disappearing into the distance. Interestingly, there are similar accounts from the Philippines, where a similar creature is known as Aswang. According to local legends, it is said that a man can transform into a monstrous being. It possesses the ability to shapeshift, taking on the forms of both cats and giant birds.
This one's fake 'cause it looks like
These
shit.
reports have left people astounded and bewildered. Let's have your opinion on what you just saw. Number 5, the rake.
Is this the actual video I'm going to see? Because this is not believing for 1 second.
Back in 2003, the world was captivated by an extraordinary tale of a peculiar being. It was a creature like no other, with elongated limbs and razor-sharp claws, notorious for its seemingly senseless acts of violence. The story spread like wildfire across numerous media outlets.
I wonder if it was just some like bald, skinny dude who is just horrifying looking. Yo, bring me the book Bigfoot. We'll see if he got that gangsta in him. It definitely looked like a Roblox photo, you're right. Man, take me to the rake. Man, you think I give a fuck about the rake? I'm from Brooklyn. Just people saying shit like that. What do you do though? You see Bigfoot, you pop him with fucking like 10 shots. He's just still coming. He takes one out, eats it. Then what?
Each one eager to share the chilling accounts. Among the weird tales, a particular video emerged from an undisclosed location in England. It showcased a brave young man strolling through a deserted playground, his camera equipped with an infrared feature. As he ventured forward, his eyes caught sight of an enigmatic figure perched atop the playground slide. The creature's eyes illuminated upon spotting the man, and with uncanny agility,
Come on.
It leaped into the abyss of darkness below.
Looks like a
In a
Wojak.
sudden twist of events, the swings behind the man began to tremble violently, and the footage ominously faded to black. While some dismiss the existence of this creature, dubbed the rake, as pure fabrication, others find themselves swayed by such sightings. The rake has gained significant popularity in recent years, igniting the imaginations of many and giving rise to spine-chilling tales, homemade videos created by enthusiasts, and even full-fledged movies in...
You might see monsters. All I see is holes to fill. What am I? Who am I to judge? Who am I to lay blame on somebody else?
Inspired by its terrifying presence. The mystery surrounding the rake lingers, leaving room for speculation about the true nature of this otherworldly entity. Number 4, bizarre fish. According to a Reddit user named Amateur Lap,
Ew. It's coming out of its mouth.
there are times when sightings of mysterious creatures can take on familiar appearances.
It's smoking?
A video shows what seems to be a
It's
normal
smoke. I
fish
thought it was
emerging from a
liquid
thick
first.
layer of mud and debris. Things become very strange when the fish opens its mouth and smoke starts coming out of its lungs. Cue tense and ominous music.
That's a thick
The question
amount of
arises,
smoke.
what could be the cause of such bizarre behavior? Is this seemingly ordinary fish
I don't know, man. Looks pretty good to me. Nice catfish. Little fry it up. A little bit of lemon.
actually a weird cryptid capable of breathing fire?
I think you're onto something, Vidal.
One Reddit user tried to debunk these claims, stating that the creature is a simple lungfish and that the behavior is normal for its species. However, others who watched the video quickly pointed out that there is no mention of lungfish exhaling smoke in the provided evidence or anywhere else on the internet. Given this, it is possible that this unusual fish is actually a previously unknown cryptid, an animal that has yet to be...
I think 90% chance someone just blew smoke into its fucking mouth and pushed it under the mud so that it would come up and start doing that.
Classified by modern science. Number 3, transforming creature. Did you know that transformers aren't just cars? There are actually biological transformers too, but what exactly are they? Well, that's a whole different story, and it seems like no one can agree on an answer. It's kind of like most of the issues we faced in 2022, honestly. There's this online video of a strange creature that transforms underwater, and it left viewers completely shocked and confused. The video was taken by a remotely operating vehicle in the Indian Ocean at a depth of 3,753 feet near the coast of Africa. But what exactly is this creature? Scientists are still puzzled, and even expert marine biologists can't agree on its species. It's a mystery. It's worth noting that
because it's fake,
much of the world's oceans remain unexplored.
I like that you can say that when it's fake. You can go, nobody's been able to figure out what it is. It's not technically lying.
So this could be an undiscovered species, which is pretty exciting for anyone interested in ocean creatures. It may not be the Little Mermaid, but the idea of underwater transformers does make me excited, I have to admit. Number 2, skinwalkers.
That's Goat Man.
The Navajo culture in the southwestern United States is renowned for its rich traditions and customs, but hidden within their folklore are some spine-chilling creatures. Among them lurks the skinwalker, a malevolent witch capable of shape.
You guys have seen this video? This is a real video?
Of Africa. But what exactly is this creature? Scientists are still puzzled, and even expert marine biologists can't agree on its species. It's a mystery.
Because it's just there's a textural issue right here. That it looks, the clarity on it is too high compared to the things that are around it. Like, it literally looks like it's plopped on top.
It's worth noting that...
And no clarity difference happens as you're moving around it through the water.
Much of the world's ocean... traditions and customs, but hidden within their folklore are some spine-chilling creatures. Among them lurks the skinwalker, a malevolent witch capable of shape-shifting into different animals. Legend has it that this wicked being employs its powers to deceive and eliminate members of the tribe, luring them into a false sense of security. As the tales go, when the skinwalker assumes a human form, it exhibits animalistic behavior, growling and scurrying on all fours. Interestingly, an intriguing CCTV footage from 2021 has caught the attention of certain internet users who ponder whether it could potentially capture a sighting of a skinwalker. Watch the footage yourself and draw your own conclusions. Though it may unsettle some, skepticism exists among those who aren't convinced.
I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it on Reddit. I just still do not believe it. I don't care how many people are saying it's real, how many people are talking about it being real. What kind of jellyfish? Here, I want to see the part where it so it transforms from that to the other thing. Oh no. No, like I know that. That's why I'm not like arguing like, how come there's lights on it? If it's real, how come it's got lights? Because there's anglerfish and stuff. That's not the part that's like tripping me out. The part that's tripping me out is the textural thing. Like it doesn't seem like even at these distances, they're seeing it at such a high fidelity. It just seems improbable. But I mean, I could be wrong. And then they cut it in half right here, apparently, or something. I just want to know exactly where that video came from.
Some viewers amusingly speculate that the person in the video might be frantically searching for their misplaced glasses, rigorously training for a thrilling wheelbarrow race, delighting in the refreshing night breeze after indulging in recreational substances, or simply...
If you've been getting scam texts like these, it was me.
Because I'm looking it up, and I'm seeing there are shape-shifting jellyfish. And I believe that that's true. Like, I can 100% believe that.
Ends up in the ocean, so this doesn't seems to have bellies. Instead, all you see is their bell, which is very thin, fragile, and extremely oversized, and some of these coral also see. Researchers believe that it swims into the creature. It's several centimeters long, and scientists aren't quite sure how. Specific cephalopods are great at finding large jellies like deep stars.
Jellyfish are so weird. Go get eaten by a seal, why don't you?
I said that probably means your data's been leaked, and I have all of it. Who leaked?
Fabricating a playful hoax of a mythical creature. Whether true or not, the allure of the skinwalker legend captivates the imagination,
It's a naked dude
adding a
crawling
touch
on
of
all fours.
mystery to the vibrant tapestry of the Navajo culture. Number 1, the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is a huge bird from Native American myths that made thunder sounds when it flapped its wings. In 1886, some men in Tombstone, Arizona claimed to have caught one and showed a photo with a big pterodactyl as proof. Recently, these photos were shared online, leading some people to think the Thunderbird was a real dinosaur. People who doubted the story investigated the photos and found out they were fake. In 2000, a TV show called Freaky Links made a model of a giant pterodactyl for an episode about the Tombstone Thunderbird.
Links.
The photos being shared were actually from that TV show. Also, the real photos of the alleged Thunderbird from the 18th century are lost, which seems suspicious. Experts don't believe a giant pterodactyl flew around Arizona in the 18th century. But they think the Thunderbird myth might have come from dinosaur bones. While pterodactyls and...
Some people still believe that they're real. There was like a whole thing. Since this is the last one. Does this one have it caught on camera or no? It just has that. Just has that footage. There was
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect.
comb jellyfish. How many calories is the Thunderbird? At least a couple thousand. You're getting a full day's worth of calories from one bird. It's just a hawk. Because the whole thing about the Thunderbird is that its wings create such like a loud, like, it creates such a loud fucking noise that it sounds like thunder. Its flap. Ooh, this condor vulture. Ooh. Don't let it get near me, or I'm having vulture for dinner. No, I'm just hoping. I'm hoping against hope. Here, I'm gonna go. Okay, these are really short. I'm just hoping this doesn't give me like a copyright claim or something for playing this, but they're clips that they're putting on YouTube, so let's hope they're short enough. And playing them like this so I won't get caught.
Our producer Colt got a hold of us, asked us to come meet him. He needed to show us something. Colt? What's up, guys? I don't know exactly what it is, but it must be important.
Let me see if I can find this one clip. It's one of my favorite.
This is wild.
From shows like these.
So let me start from the beginning. You guys know when we shoot the show, we don't have enough time every night to watch everything that's filmed, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So long story short, the process is cameras, shoot the cards, transfer the cards over, it gets shipped to Los Angeles, right?
Right.
Our team then starts to watch down on the footage. I got a call last night in the middle of the night. I never got a call like this before. They said, we just found something and you need to see it right now. And I go, what is it? They just said, we're gonna send you the clip, watch this. So I downloaded onto my computer. When I saw this, I couldn't explain it. I can't tell you what it is. I mean, the 7 years we've been filming the show, we've never seen anything like this.
Really?
You remember the other night when you were driving back after work? Popped out of your car, you thought you saw something?
Like, I looked up and it was right at the end of the hood. It was black, but I had big red eyes. Yeah, I thought I hit a dog. Yeah, we got the lab. We got the dog.
Yeah, there was something out there.
What? What do you mean?
All I can say is you guys need to see this.
Let's take a look at it. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's see it. Yeah, I want to see it. Hell yeah, me too.
You guys ready?
Hell yeah. Yeah. Dude, I swear, I just hit a dog. Like a big dog.
I just hit a dog.
Oh, see it? Hell yes, I seen it. Big red eyes, that's right behind you, bro.
The red eyes, the red-eyed beast.
Hell yes, I seen it. Big red eyes, that's right behind you, bro. Yeah, like it's stalking you. Colt, play that video right so you can see it. Two big red eyes. What in the hell is that? See it, Willie? Yeah,
I like this guy. He's my favorite so far.
Damn.
Sitting right there watching you.
Yeah, and had his eyeballs on you. That damn thing could have pounced straight on you. I did see something. I thought it put my mind at ease that I wasn't going crazy.
The way it keeps replaying that is so great. It's Freddy Fazbear. It's Fazzy Fredbear. Oh no.
Trump intends to enact a national sales tax that would raise prices on middle-class families by $4,000 a year. We will pass a tax cut that will benefit more than 100 million Americans.
I really feel like we're on the wrong path, Willie. Well, maybe I should have took that left back here. I think this is why I drive. I just have to swing back up around, and we'll take this other trail out.
How does something have a red-eyed skull? What does that even mean?
What in the hell is that?
This is just totally fake.
What is that?
I'd like to think the producers just set this up just to get the Hicks going. What the hell? There's demons.
Holy hell!
Come on, guys. Why would you believe this even for a second? Everyone knows monsters aren't religious. They don't praise deities. Why would they create some kind of totems for them? These guys are amateurs.
Boy, what the hell did you get us into, bro? You sure did take a wrong turn.
The way they put like red marbles. Just big red marbles inside.
Son of a bitch. What'd we find?
I love all the editing because you can tell it would be so uneventful otherwise. Like, you know, if it wasn't edited like this, it would just be completely boring.
What is this? We're driving along, and all of a sudden, we come across the craziest looking wall that I've ever seen. It's got huge wings with a skull in the middle and horns staring right back at you. Man, that thing looks old. This thing's scary, it's intimidating, and it screams, "Keep out." Dude, check this thing out. Buck. Easy, Buck. Easy now, Buck. There, dude. Don't go running in there. Hey, this thing's got a red eye in it. Oh, I see it. Red eye? Yeah, it's got a red eye and that skull up there. What the hell did we walk into now? I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it's spookier than four kinds of hell. I think it's a hillbilly keep out sign. You don't have to tell me twice. I have a feeling we're not supposed to go on the other side of this. Point well taken. Look at the wings on it. Kind of reminds me of a dragon.
Do they expect people to believe this? This is worse than WWE.
Park? From the looks of this, anything could be.
Did they ever actually like come close to catching anything, or is this basically just Duck Dynasty for people who don't like duck hunting?
I can't believe we just did this. Thankful for the opportunity and thankful to be a ball hunter.
There's definitely something going on. He don't want to meet us out here at nighttime.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Bill.
Today, we're getting ready to go meet with that landowner.
I'm not real convinced that he's going to be real open and honest with us about everything.
When it comes to this landowner, I'm not sure what to expect. He may not be real friendly either. All we know is that guy told us to meet him out there by that crazy-ass wall at 5 o'clock.
Hey, is this our...
Was that shot on a green screen?
Crazy-ass wall.
This was either shot on a green screen or right behind the camera they have like an industrial fucking light shining on him. Because he's lit like so well. There's no like... The shadows from the brim of his hat should be coming down lower.
Wall at 5 o'clock.
Hey, is this our guy up here? Hell, right there
Belly
it is.
home jelly.
Well, he looks like a interesting feller. Holy shit.
Sure does, Bill.
He's got a weapon on him. We just rode up here on this landowner, and he is one intimidating-looking son of a bitch.
Definitely a little creeped out right now.
And he looks like he's a no bullshit person. He's got a giant-ass cowboy hat on, sunglasses.
It does. The jellyfish does have us in a chokehold. It does look like this. I will say that this does look at least the closest to it. But again, that isn't even like what I'm really arguing, because this could be that. It could just be like a one with like some kind of deformity that changes its color. I'm really just, I don't know. There's just something about it. Don't look right to me. And show me the form where it looks like this, because in all of these images I see this that shows that it does expand. I want to see it fully flared though. Because see, it's showing it opened up, it looks like this. It's like a flared thing rather than its actual form being changed into like almost like an insignia. And it's holding it so stiffly too. Very bizarre. It also just pisses me off that they couldn't have been zoomed in when it fucking changed form. Like it had to be zoomed out at the one moment that we needed it to be close up. Is there a black version? Because I'm telling you, the only one is showing in this one video, and they have so many photos of other types. Here, fried egg jellyfish. There we go. This is what it really was. Looks like lungs here.
This is a big old son of a bitch and Bowie knife.
He looks like a redneck crocodile Dundee.
This man looks serious. No bullshit. You the one we talked to on...
He looks serious. No bullshit.
No bullshit. You the one we talked to on the CB?
I love breakfast, especially when Mom started adding this new stuff on top. It's healthy and delicious.
Was that it?
Yum.
Wait, what's happening? No. Jump him. Get him.
Man. We'll explain ourselves for just 1 minute, okay, bro?
These guys follow us around whenever we're out investigating things.
What are you investigating?
Well, that's a good question that we're hoping you'll have an answer for. So, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come.
What are you gonna do with that knife, bro? There's so many of them. You might stab one guy and then you're getting absolutely demolished. Look, he's thinking about every single way he can skin you with his bare hands. He's a bear hunter. Not real. Gun.
Meet us here.
This is a gun moment.
I have to ask, are you holding your hand on your knife because you're nervous with us or nervous with these woods?
All the above.
Sure, well, I assure you none of us is armed.
Yeah, we don't mean nobody no harm, man.
We ain't armed, and even if we were, we ain't trying to film ourselves commit a murder. We're just having fun. This dude does look like he would take on at least 3 of them.
Want to find out what in your world this is all about? And what we're dealing with up here?
Oh, yes.
He's like, I don't know, just
somewhere
appeared
else.
one
This
day.
thing's pretty freaky.
Yeah, it puts fear in me. It has purpose.
I figured it did have a purpose, but I'm kind of curious as of what its purpose is.
Well, let me give you a little history about the.
I like that you can tell this dude is the guy that started the show, and he brought all his wacky family members along with him.
Let me give you a little history about
all his uncles.
About this structure. This wall didn't always start like this. This wall was started in 1927, the year my dad was born. My grandfather started it with a honey locust post with some signs to keep people out. Over the years, folks didn't heed that warning. We've had to dress things up, so each generation's added a little something to it. And the purpose of it is to make you not want to go on that property.
Ooh, what the hell's that?
Yeah, what's over there? Yeah, what is it? All total, I own just about 1,200 acres, but this 573 acres is a little different. Why is that? And this back here is known as no man's land.
No man's land.
No man's land.
No man's land, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
we heard
built
of
this structure.
They none of them had anything to say, so they all just went, no man's land.
It's
watch
a warning
Chills.
sign.
Here, I'll pull up a perfect
Says,
Chills
"Stay the
video to
hell
watch
out of
after
here."
this.
You think this wall's scary? The creatures on the other side of this, it'll put the fear of God right in you.
This one came out 1 hour ago. I'll watch this after.
There's a damn reason his grandfather put that honey locust post up there. That meant stay the hell out. This is something that we better keep in mind.
Well, I think that's why we're here. You said something about
I think you
this
want
on the
people off your
radio.
property more than you want like
You
monsters
mentioned
to
these
stop
smoke
coming.
wolves.
To be completely honest,
And we're
like, I hate to be that guy, but like any type of monster, cryptid, or anything, we've been right in chat. We've been saying it all night, all day. Up them. But if it's a human, he can have one too. Then you're screwed.
trying to get to the bottom of what exactly they are. Is that what's back here?
I don't think you fellers know what you're messing with. These creatures, they're massive. They stand
Now,
this
what is
tall. They're coal black.
It's a
with
bear.
eyes as red as the sun. Anything that goes into no man's land, a lot of times don't come back. These smoke wolves will take them out. Dave said that these smoke wolves, they don't play around. They're some killing machines. They kill everything. They don't do it for food, they do it for fun. Holy shit. It sounds like these smoke wolves would make a werewolf look like a damn little chihuahua. I've heard them.
You've heard them?
I've heard the smoke wolves, yes.
This is just a whole lot of yapping. But I agree. Ooh, I agree. This lion's mane is pretty cool. This has to just be a perspective thing, right? Like, I imagine it's large. But yeah, not that large. Or maybe. Perhaps. This is slight perspective, though, because they are farther away. Ooh. Oh, gotta be honest, I might have to call it after this. Don't know yet. We'll see. But this is chill. 11 scary videos.
A planet surrounded by stars and asteroids and the wondrous
Pizza. Number 11.
Number 11.
This video stands as a clear warning to always verify who is at your door before you answer.
True. It probably, I mean, I'm only seeing ones that people are taking pictures of too, so I guess that's true. There probably are ones that are fucking massive. Anyways.
This ring video was originally posted to TikTok by Wynn's Home Awareness. The video shows a man wearing a hood approaching the door of this residence. It's nighttime. He rings the doorbell, and when the homeowner opens it, the man immediately enters without asking. It's clear he is a stranger. When the homeowner tells the man he needs to leave, the intruder starts stammering incomprehensibly.
Who are you? Air bringing it out of here. You need to leave. Out there. Out there. What is there, girl?
The homeowner has to physically grab the man's arm and shove him outside. As he slams the door shut, the man starts pounding on it.
What? What the there?
I push this dude out of my house and all he does is throw a punch at my door. That door is opening back up. You're gonna get what you came for, dude.
Come on, where are you going? What the there? Goodbye.
Even though he's now locked out, the intruder stands on the front step looking in. He tries the handle several times, just waiting there.
What's something I can flex about?
What are this man's intentions? We can only guess, but I'd wager they aren't good.
There's my
Number
flex.
10. This unnerving doorbell cam footage was taken somewhere in New Mexico. A random person walks up to a
Deadpool fan. You know what that means.
House in the middle of the night and just basically goes crazy without warning. They appear to have lost all sense of reason as they first yank on the doorbell cam and then start to scale the wall. It's unclear if they are really trying to gain access to the house itself or if they are just out of their minds and doing whatever spontaneously comes next. After a while, they come back into view and kind of wobble around. This next part sounds like they might have even fallen over, but I'm not exactly sure. Overall, the strange man seems more confused than necessarily looking to cause havoc, but I would still not want to encounter this potential maniac either way.
Why? Take him on.
Number 9.
The way I think about it's like this. It's better to face him head on than to let him go on in the world, not knowing where he is. That's what I thought, right? Like, he totally jumped up and tried to hump that shit. That's what I was.
A home security camera caught this scary sight in Corvina. Posted by Ruby Gonzalez in December of 2018, Ruby writes, 2 individuals tried to enter a home. One knocked on the door and called out the residents.
This is why you always keep your fucking door locked. Anytime I've met people that just keep their front door unlocked and they're like, just come inside, the door's always unlocked. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Like, you're gonna die in your sleep. By getting killed, by getting shot and stabbed and robbed and burned to the ground. Who knows? Like, people really just walk up, try and go inside.
First name several times. The family was home at the time. You can see one of the men approach with his hood up and a kerchief covering his mouth, wearing a backpack. He knocks on the door, waiting with his head down, likely aware of where the security camera is located. A second dude also approaches, dressed in the same fashion. He's carrying a crowbar. They knock a second and third time, alerting a small dog inside. When a car passes, they both turn to look down the street and ensure there are no witnesses. He knocks several more times, saying, "Come on, bro." But the second dude eventually taps him on the arm, indicating it's time to give up and leave, which thankfully they do. Whatever they came for, they left.
Don't ask me. I would never keep the front door unlocked. There are literally people who keep their home front door unlocked. I do not get it at all. What's the purpose? So they don't have to take an extra second using their key, like, honestly.
Empty-handed.
But here, let's look.
Number 8. Hardly anyone wants to see a clown at the best of times. Guaranteed, no one wants to see an uninvited clown on their doorstep. Published to YouTube in August of 2019, this creepy clown is everyone's unwelcome guest, residents of San Antonio, Texas. Likely double-check their locks after video of this creepy visitor was captured on Ring surveillance footage. The clown was said to be loitering outside people's homes in the middle of the day saying trick or treat. Again, it was August at the time.
Ooh.
The Ring footage captures the man wearing a clown mask approaching a home around 1 p.m. The anonymous homeowner wasn't present at the time of the clown's visit. The security video was shared to neighborhood groups, sending a collective chill down everyone's spine. Resident Ernest Marquez
But it's number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. So the last thing you'd want to find in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. But it turns out that might be just what you get in this video. Also, if you think about it, that video never made any sense because you wouldn't get foot fungus. The guy was wearing shoes. You'll just get like a fucking bunch of other diseases. Yeah, so its tentacles were 120 feet long. Seems kind of unnecessary if you ask me. And it was about 7 feet in diameter. Pretty big. It's pretty big. So this is fake. This image is fake then. Yeah, so this image is totally fake. Maybe this is the real one then. Nah. Maybe this? Interesting. But it being 7 feet in diameter, that's clearly a fabrication. Because this would easily be, if this person's 5 feet, this would easily be a 10 foot. Maybe even like 15 feet. Interesting. Imagine it stinging you. You'll die.
Thumbs up the fear saying, what his intentions were, I don't know. The uncertainty, the unknown is everyone's greatest fear. Hopefully this case was broken before it was too late. Number 7. It's just another ordinary night until a number of strange events happen just outside of someone's front door. A bizarre whooshing noise is followed by blinking lights and the sound of something clicking off camera. I thought it was a turn signal, but the description of this video says that this was actually the sound of lights clicking on and off. Nothing.
What's the biggest lion's main jellyfish? If I had to say, at least 200 feet. That's just me though.
Nothing happens for a while, and then the unidentifiable sound briefly returns. Some people have pointed out that this could have been a heavily compressed video of cars passing by. I agree that this is a possibility, but that still doesn't explain the lights turning on and off or the clicking noise. I'd like to hear your best guess as to what this residential disturbance could be. Paranormal, unknown flying device, or just some late night street traffic.
Why did he cut off his own audio there?
Number 6. It's almost 3 a.m. and Sean Tharp's girlfriend is heading out to work a late night shift. Soon she is calling her boyfriend, screaming about a man walking towards her. She claims the stranger was wearing no coat in absolutely freezing cold weather and came straight at her without a word. Sure enough, at approximately 33 seconds into this doorbell cam video, I can see a semi-transparent figure stomping towards her car at a high rate of speed. Then it turns around and abruptly disappears. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then watch this street lamp get covered briefly by the person's hollow outline as a reference point.
I mean, you can see it pretty clearly.
Number 5.
Not clearly, but you get what I mean.
A doorbell cam video at 3 a.m. has caught some scary moments on tape that people need to see. Watch this and tell me if you think it's real or fake. A ghostly white apparition forms before the
He looks like he was like coming to tell his mom he threw up.
Camera half a minute before 3 a.m. It looks pretty good at first, but then it kind of looks less real the longer you look at it. If I saw this phantom-like figure outside of my house at 3 a.m. like the uploader says they did, I would be absolutely terrified. Number 4. Outside your door is very rarely a good thing, especially when they're these two fools. Ring posted this creepy video to Facebook in 2017. The video shows two strange men knocking on the front door of a home. The homeowner, away at work, is able to check in and see the men, whom she doesn't know. When they notice her security camera, the pair suspiciously bolt away. They return to their vehicle and back out of the drive, only to, a minute later, return, open the door, and literally try to kick it in.
These idiots were trying to rob her. They realized they were getting caught, decided to leave. As they're driving away, they went, man, we're already on camera, let's just go fucking do it.
The homeowner, seeing their arrival from afar, attempts to speak to them over the security system, informing them that the cops are on their way.
Type what?
Cops
Just
are on
type
their way.
period on YouTube.
After failing to kick the door in, the men return to their vehicle and hastily drive off again. Facebooker Stay Hodgkin notes that these two people wouldn't have been reprimanded for merely knocking, but then they decided to return when they knew a security camera was posted up and committed property damage. Not bright in the least. Ring relays a very satisfying conclusion to this video, writing, although Kay was at work when these two visitors came by, she was able to share her Ring video with her neighbor.
Is this what you were telling me to put on? Alright, but Dad, take it easy. I'm probably going to finish off here pretty soon. I fucking flung my headphones off doing that. Damn.
Randonautica.
Mr. Nightmare. No, I think I am actually going to end off too. It's been a good 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. I really do appreciate everybody that came in. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be in here tomorrow doing some more stuff. I had an idea. I was thinking about doing a tier list of different cryptids. I'm trying to do some more Halloween stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it today. Thanks everybody that came in. I really do appreciate it. You're my goat. You're all my goats. That's kind of an oxymoron, but you get it. Have a nice day. This is Captain.